You never know how strong you are until being strong is the only option that you have. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing great. Thank you so much for tuning in. So in this video, without wasting time, I want to tell you to confront your fears. Recently, there is something that I wanted to do and I saw fear coming on me. I started to be afraid and I'm like, no, I can't give in to fear. So I thought, let me not keep this message to myself. So I want to tell you also to confront your fear. I want to use the analogy of the man that has been named the second Samson, as in the Samson of our time, one Mr. Lover Udele, a 53-year-old man who was working on his cassava farm one day, and suddenly a lion appeared to him. What? Imagine working on your farm or just standing somewhere and then you see a lion. What will you do? What will be your first instinct? So many things will come to your head. For that man, running was not an option. Where will you run to? How will you run from a lion? It will catch up with you. And so I want to believe that he had two choices. To either stand there, stand still, and allow the lion to pounce on him and prey on him easily and eat him up, or to fight back. But then he chose the latter. He decided to engage the lion in a fight. It must have been a very fierce battle. I'm sure he must have quickly grabbed the cutlass and everything that he could grab from his farm to defend himself. It was indeed a fierce battle because this man sustained so many injuries from head to toe. But then he killed the lion. Now he's been celebrated. This story happened for real. And so what are we picking from this lesson? Challenges will come at you. Fear will grip you. But are you going to chicken out and become a coward? Or are you going to face the fear headlong and be brave and be celebrated, or you achieve what you want to achieve in life? Fear will always come. And fear will not tell you that it is coming. Just like that lion, it will just come on you. For that Mr. Udele, there was no time for any analysis. Analysis often leads to paralysis. Sometimes you're not going after that thing because you keep on analyzing and overthinking it. And you will never get to make a move. You will never take a step towards it. You keep on thinking and analyzing it. By the time you're done with all the analysis, your morale is dampened already. The opposite of fear is faith. Fear makes the loudest noise. It will roar at you. And the aim is to cripple you. It will tell you that, are you sure you can go for that project? Are you sure you can achieve that thing? Where will you get the funding? What if you fail? You can't do it. Don't even dare. It will make a lot of noise. The noise is drowning. But then in your heart, somewhere in the corner of your heart, there is this still small voice of faith that is telling you that you can do it. That is telling you that it is possible. Why don't you listen to that voice? That voice might not be loud, but then you know that it is there. Follow that voice as much as you can. Ignore or quench the noise of fear. Be like Esther, who said, I will go unto the king, and if I perish, I perish. She did not know what would become of her. She did not know what the reaction of the king would be. In fact, she knew that she was not supposed to go unto the king in that manner. But then she said, no, if I perish, I perish. And look at what her bold step brought to her people, the great salvation that she brought to her people through that bold step. Her people would have been destroyed. They would have perished. You never know the salvation that you are bringing to yourself, your family, your generation, and even generations yet unborn, just by taking that bold step. Do it. As much as I am talking to you, I'm also talking to myself. Like I said, I found myself recently almost giving in to fear. Like, this is bigger than you. I had to say no. Someone said the richest place on earth is the graveyard. So many untapped talents, unused ideas, unharnessed potentials and talents. People who would have become great, but who are too afraid to try. There is no harm in trying. Just try. The worst thing that can happen is that you fail. But if you never try, you will never fail. And if you never fail, you might never taste success. Good things come to those who wait. better things or even the best things come to those who go after them. You can't just sit in your comfort zone. You cannot give in to fear. Do it afraid. I used to have a colleague who would never dare to drive on the highway. Anytime she has anything to do on the highway, she will beg her husband to take her. And so on this fateful day, her son became very ill at night and the husband was out of town. She didn't have enough time to think. She just grabbed the car keys, put her son into the car and drove to the hospital, which was located on the highway, that same highway. She did it afraid. Or would she have allowed her child to die? No. You never know how strong you are until being strong is the only option that you have. When fear comes to you, when challenges come, you have a choice to chicken out, to become a coward, or to face it headlong, to be brave and be celebrated and become great. Choose wisely. But I am encouraging you. See, that fear is not going to kill you. Like I said, the worst thing is failure. And most great people that you see today, they've all failed at one point or the other. So try it. Do it. You have a God that is ready to back you up. Most times you say, oh, I'm waiting on God to lead me. I'm waiting on God to help me. God is waiting on you to take that first step and then see how He will back you up with everything that He is. Dream big. God will fund it. Fear will cripple you if you allow it. Remember, you only live once. Make the best use of this life that you have. Together we can do it. Now I'm always rooting for you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Let me know your comments. If there is anything that you'd like me to talk about, don't hesitate to let me know. Remember to like this video, to drop your comments, to subscribe, and also to share. Take care. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, be intentional. Bye-bye. Do it afraid.